these are the skills that you want to include in your project management, project leadership cover letter or resume. Communications, collaboration, and critical observation. And no, I didn't just pick them because I'm so crazy about alliteration. They really are important. Look, we try to come up with some very specific things that you can do at the end of every video lesson that you can put into action immediately. And this is one of the examples. So by the end of any video for KSP Partnership, you're going to find that you have received at least 2 or 3 very practical, actionable suggestions. And if you like this approach, please like or subscribe. We'd love to have you as part of the regular community for leadership-driven project management. Now, let's get to these specific skills. You know, in terms of the first point, communication, examples of how your ability to communicate well has made a difference in a project, in a team, in a client relationship are going to be critical. Now, some people think, well, it's not as important anymore because, you know, we're all doing all of our communications virtually. Well, believe it or not, that actually makes it even more important. So your ability to communicate well, to communicate effectively, and to communicate with purpose is actually even more important now. And it's not exactly going to hurt the next time that you're across the table from somebody, not through a camera with someone. The second point about collaboration becomes particularly important. Let's face it, we're in a project environment, and teams that have been thrown together, well, they're not teams yet. They're just groups of professionals who've been informed that they're going to be a team. That's not really what makes them a team, though. Your ability as a project leader to facilitate collaboration is going to be one of the best things that you can highlight that puts you apart a little bit. That explains why, as a project management professional, your leadership is a critical capacity that could bring worlds of benefits to them, all through your ability to facilitate collaboration, which then builds the basis for a truly collaborative team effort to achieve the project's objectives. Now remember, most of the time, the things that we talk about here at the Leadership Driven Project Management Academy have to do with working with your team, regardless of what approach you take, whether it's Agile or Six Sigma or Waterfall. I don't really care, because you're going to use the tools that matter, the tools that make the biggest difference for your client. And depending on the project, that could be any number of different approaches. That's okay. You're still going to need a team that's cohesive. And by helping them learn how to collaborate together, by facilitating that whole culture of collaboration, you are going to build a team that's going to outperform any other. Last but not least, critical observation. Look, big data is all well and good, but you've got to know what to look for, how to recognize patterns, how to draw conclusions, and at the same time, understand the value of testing your thesis. Every conclusion should be tested a little bit, should be verified and validated. Just because you have mountains and mountains of information doesn't necessarily mean that you have useful data. And so your ability to deploy critical observation and critical thinking can make the difference between running off kind of, you know, half there, half not, and steaming ahead to achieve an objective that is actually going to help your client and your senior leadership. So critical observation coupled with critical thinking to come to conclusions that actually make the most sense and benefit everybody concerned. It's amazing. Now, trust me when I say, I get it. You may have started looking at this video saying, she's missing a bunch of them. Oh, absolutely. Well, there are other soft skills that you should absolutely make sure are included. You can count conflict resolution and negotiation. These are among the power skills that are going to help you propel your resume to the top of the attention span of your targeted talent acquisition professional, with kind regards from their algorithms and the needs of their clients. Help them do their job a little bit easier and a lot better by letting them know what kinds of benefits you can bring to the table so that they can feel confident in bringing you to their client's attention. This video was produced by the Leadership Driven Project Management Academy. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kimi and I hope to see you again soon.